Yeah, so then we get to the nitty-gritty of this game, the nitty-gritty of the episode. There's about 30 plus seconds left in the game. The Stars get the puck in between the blue lines. They dump it in. Mikko's chasing after the puck. There's two Islanders defenders there chasing after the puck as well. One has a beat on Mikko. One does not. One is behind Mikko. Mikko gets, I don't want to say hooked, but he gets knocked off balance completely. There's a shove from a right arm into Mikko. Mikko clearly looks off balance. He goes off to the side a little bit. They bump skates. So what we learned in postgame, because I didn't see this in real time. All I saw was the play that happens, and it looks disgusting. It looks bad. It looks dirty. Then when you watch it in slow-mo, there's all sorts of different things that you missed if you just watched it in real time, especially in person, that goalie mentioned in the postgame. He was like, look, I'm always going to have a different opinion of what the refs have if it doesn't go our way. That's just how it works. He's a Stars homer because he's the coach. He's rooting for a win and all that kind of stuff. But he's like, if you watch the play, he gets bumped and then their skates collide, so he is off balance. And if you've ever played the game of hockey, the first thing you do when you go off balance is put your hands out to help catch yourself, to catch the fall. And that's what Mikko did. And Mikko gets bumped from behind, from the side. They collide skates. He's off balance. He puts his hands out. One hand goes on basically the butt of Romanov, and Romanov goes forehead face first into the boards, not even the glass, like the hard part. It's not even, there's no give on the boards. So he collides into that. Real bad play, not something you want to see in hockey. And I know Mikko didn't want to do that. He wasn't planning on doing that. He was going to hit the guy going into the boards to get the puck and try to squeeze the puck out. And they had 25 seconds, 27 seconds, I think is when they called it the penalty. It was boarding. I get that. The Islanders get all over Mikko. They rip his helmet off and all that kind of stuff. It was a bad play. But at the end of the day, you can't blame Mikko because he did what any normal person would do if they're on skates. They're trying to catch their fall. It just ended in a really bad circumstance and something you don't want to see. And I hope Romanov's okay and he doesn't have to go on IR, and hope he's not concussed or whatever it is. Like, I hope he's okay. And that's what all the Stars want. And that's what goalie said. Like, first off, I hope the health is okay of that player. And it was a bad play. And then Mikko gets tossed from the game. They called a 5-minute misconduct for boarding. I don't know if I agree with tossing him from the game. I definitely think it should have been 2 minutes. It was definitely boarding. I get that, but it's kind of a tough one. And then as he's going down the tunnel, Patrick Waugh of the Islanders, he's their head coach, is screaming at the top of his lungs. You could hear it from the press box. You can hear it on the mics on Victory Plus. You could hear it on Sportsnet. He's yelling at Mikko, and all the Stars benches just kind of looking at Patrick Waugh like, we understand that you didn't like the play, but holy shit, leave it alone. Patrick Waugh, this is from Twitter. I don't know. I haven't completely heard the words, but I'm going to trust Twitter lip readers and listeners. You're not going to finish that game talking about the next time that they play the Islanders in New York on Long Island. Basically putting a bounty on Mikko Rantanen said, if you want to get back, you get the fight in, you call it a day in the first period, and then you go to the box for 5 minutes. You get out of there and you play the rest of the hockey game. Don't say you're not going to finish that game, because that's a bounty at the end of the day. And the thing that I noticed from that video is that Jamie Benn is in between the two benches. He's not even on the Stars bench, essentially. He's in between, and he's just glaring at Patrick Waugh. So I'm looking at Jamie next time they play the Islanders. I don't know when it is, but it's going to be in New York. That's going to be a tough one, because last year, if you recall, Liam Bichel had a dirty hit into the boards that he got concussed on, that Matt Dumba went to fight for. People forget that every time that they play the Islanders, something bad's going to happen to either team. So if you're saying that Mikko's not going to finish that next game, I would expect there to be several fights, several misconducts, several penalties in that next game. But Patrick Waugh just going after Mikko, and Mikko's just kind of looking at him just like, dude, I didn't try to do that. That's not like, and Mikko's a little bit dirty. He likes to play a little tough and get nitty gritty and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think Mikko was trying to do that. We didn't get to talk to him post game. But what'd you see from the play? It was a tough one, but I don't think it deserved the misconduct. And I don't believe Patrick Waugh should be putting a bounty on Mikko Rantanen's head.
Yeah. Of all people, Avs fans chimed in a lot last night.
Sure.
And Stars Countdown was quick with the responses to them.
I missed all these. Yeah.
But so basically, I think what Avs fans were more mad about this than Islanders fans. Like that's the level we're at here. But
Lunacy.
they were pointing out like the sequence before the sequence. Mikko does have a little Gordie Howe in him. He does have a little, give you a little extra.
Yeah.
Maybe some essence of Jamie Benn has rubbed off a little bit with him, but it's not malicious. Like Romanov, they were moving so fast that Romanov could not. His feet were clipped immediately. Like so, if Romanov, if it's a slower pace, he probably braces himself better. But it was such a bang bang play that things happen the way they happen. Now, if you're the ref, you have to make a call. Would I have made that call? No. But it's heat of the game. There's literally 30 seconds left. Like it was just clunky and weird. And the idea of putting a bounty on a moose is kind of hilarious to me because it's like, dude, what are you gonna like? He knocks people on his ass without even trying. Like, if you're gonna pick on somebody, you pick on like Sam Steele or Maverick Borg, not fucking Mikko Rantanen. Like, have fun with that. That's going to work out well for you, I'm sure. But yeah, no, like goalie, when asked about it, I think answered it perfectly. He's like, "Man, I don't like that hit." But at the same time, like when Miko's in a position where he's not in control of himself, how is he supposed to control somebody else on the ice? It's really tough to do. They're big bodies out there. Hits like that have happened against the Stars, and this time it happened on the Stars opposing team. It is what it is. I heard Avs fans calling for suspensions. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. Do I think it could happen? I do think it can happen. We know the league's very weird,
Yeah.
but I don't think it deserves suspension. I'll be on record saying that.
Yeah, he got tossed from the game, and this game technically was tied at one point, and he wouldn't have been available in overtime if they had gotten
Correct.
So